Hey everyone! Look, I changed my name to Lightning Storm, and as you see my picture and everything, and it's quite cool. So it's a Quantum Realm Avengers 4 symbol, and so you can see I'm doing a review of Iron Man 2, which is I rated 3 stars. My last review I rated first Iron Man better. And this is 4 out of 10, and not so good movie. Hashtag spoilers in this thing. So, the post-credit scene was amazing. I mean, I saw this on Digital, not on the 10th year anniversary, so let's get into the review. Sorry that you could see a little bit of black. It's just that it's kind of glitchy, so I'm just gonna review about the movie. A bit of white here. I think I'm gonna find a new. Perfect. This is so good. Anyhow, the reviews. So the movie starts. Third Marvel movie. So yeah. So the movie starts when Tony is sitting to the expo, and he introduces himself, and then he goes to the conference in Washington D.C. and the government of the U.S. wants his suit for the new army, but he is not giving it, and he claims he did world peace. And then his best friend Rhodey comes up, and then the whole thing about dangerous Iron Man is, and Tony gets all mad at him, and he goes to his mansion, and then he is working on. Then Pepper gets mad at him because he sold all of their modern art pictures, and then he just to a children's foundation, and he's doing some good. So he said, and then he appoints Pepper to be the leader of the CEO of Stark Industries, and then he goes to his gym inside his house to walks with Happy, his bodyguard, and then Pepper comes in, and then there's Natalie Portman, aka Natasha Romanoff, aka Black Widow, and Tony Stark wants her to be his new assistant, but she's Pepper's assistant, and Stark, so that doesn't make much sense. And then they go to Morocco for the race, and meanwhile, when Stark announced he was Iron Man, Ivan Vankoff is upset that Stark stole his dad's idea, the arc reactor, so he makes an arc reactor, makes 2 whips, and Birth of Whiplash is here. So then he goes to Morocco, as I said, and then he meets up with Hammer, who wants to start something at the Stark Expo. Let alone he wants to make his own Iron Man suits, and then he goes to race. And then Whiplash, Ivan Vankoff, comes there, and then he destroys the cars, plus Tony Stark's. And then Tony Stark is running away, dodging his whips, and then Pepper and Happy get in the limo to get his Mark V briefcase suit, favorite, and it's super cool. And then then Pepper and Happy come with his briefcase, and Stark gets his Mark V suit up, which is this transformation. I mean, it's super cool, the transformation. And he tries to fight Whiplash, but Whiplash is gaining on his Easter egg left arm, and then his battery suit is damaged, and but he destroys Ivan. He captures him. He puts him in jail, and then Ivan says that Stark is dying, and then he's really won. So then he comes back home, Mr. Miracle Mansion. And then he throws a party, gets drunk and everything, and then Rhodey comes and stops him with Mark II, but takes the Mark II suit. But then they went to make a War Machine later on in the movie. Then he is like, yeah. Why did I do that? And then he says, so he takes out his morning on eating on top of a jelly donut at the donut place, Jelly Donuts. And then Nick Fury comes and tells Stark that his father working for S.H.I.E.L.D. And then Natasha comes as Black Widow, and like, really? And then Nick Fury gives him the idea to put vibranium in his arc reactor, so he will stay alive. And then he does it. Coulson under supervision, and then Coulson goes somewhere, but then he comes back to Stark, and he's like, "What are you doing?" And he takes Captain America's shield. First model of S.H.I.E.L.D. and he uses it to do something for his arc reactor to create, and Coulson tells that he's going off somewhere, and then Iron Man creates the Mark 6, and then he creates the Mark 6, and then he realizes what's going on near the end of the movie. This review is a lot longer than Iron Man 1. I guess the movie is about 2 minutes more longer, and then he comes back, and then he goes back to Stark Expo, where everyone's like, huh? No. And then Ivan, the Hammer gets him out. They have a little dinner thing, and then he starts making suits. And he makes some drums and weaponizes them, and then they go there, and Hammer's going to introduce them to the new U.S. Army. But then War Machine was also created by Rhodey, and then Iron Man comes like, stop, and then things go all off and crazy. And then they become bad, and Rhodey's War Machine suit comes bad, and then they start chasing Iron Man, and Pepper and Natasha are like, what? And then Natasha has an idea to know where to locate the bad people, or bad guys, not bad people, Hammer's guys! Sorry. So sorry. I get confused there. And then he comes to, and she goes with Happy, gets a shield suit on, and then Happy just like boxing one guy out. She takes out so much, guys. Awesome scene, by the way. And then he's like, what? And then she's not there. Vonkoff is not there, and Stark gets Rhodey's suit back, and they start destroying all the machines in the expo. And the machine's about to hit a little kid, Peter Parker, Iron Man mask, and then spoilers, and then Iron Man destroys the drone, and then they realize Ivan is there, and then they try to defeat him, but he blows up everything in the expo, and then Iron Man's like, Iron Man. But he is his father's greatest creation, as the movie said. And so he's like, I can always rebuild the Stark Expo. And then the post-credit scene, Coulson says, sir, we found it. Thor's hammer. Oh my gosh! Lead up to Thor Yes, so Thor's next, then Captain America, the first Avenger, then Avengers, then you could tell me how phase, and then Iron Man 3, then Thor: Dark World, then Guardians of the Winter, Captain America: The Winter Soldier, then Guardians of the Galaxy, then Age of Ultron, then Ant-Man, Captain America: Civil War, then Guardians of the Galaxy, another Doctor Strange, because I haven't seen that movie yet. Then it's Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, then it's Spider-Man Homecoming, and then it's Avengers Infinity War. And then I could see that Phase 4 and Ant-Man the Wasp. So that's my Marvel Cinematic Universe thing. I'm gonna hopefully gonna see the other movies in digital someday. And so it's not so good. This is my opinion. Do not take it seriously. So watch to the end. If you like this video, like. If you don't like it, dislike. It's okay. I don't get offended. Comment as a I said last video. And so subscribe and click the notification button. Never miss an upload of a review or a tribute or that stuff. All that good juicy stuff. So see you later and bye.